been here, I'd been employed here 6 months prior to the union coming, and I was on my way out the door because I couldn't take too much more.
We had people that have been working here for 20 years when I got here who hadn't read a raise, so if the supervisor didn't like you didn't get a raise. Simple as that.
I didn't get my 2-cent raise because when I spoke up, and it was always the truth, then the managers and supervisors would get mad at you, so then I wouldn't get my 2-cent raise.
You were terminated, you were gone. There was no way, nobody could say anything, and you had no way of having anybody represent you at all.
It was hell, really. It was hard to hold a job here before the union came.
I got to meet her, and it was just, it was just like a dream come true. And she was so nice, to all of us, And she kept telling us to hold your head up. You don't have anything to be ashamed of. Just hold your head up, And I was so proud of her, She could just say hi to me, and that was enough for me. Just her being there was enough for me,
When she came, it was like everybody wanted to join in. The neighborhood came into it. We had everybody from this area, people come from everywhere, because they wanted to see us. Everything was coming together. At first looked like it wasn't nothing, but then after she got here, everything started to gradually move closer and closer together.
It was so inspiring, to know that we had a woman that could step to the plate, and show us the way.
It made me feel great knowing that somebody cared about what we were doing.
She talked about her husband, the late Dr. Martin Luther King, and how we were one of his favorite unions. It was just a moving speech, one I'll never forget. So I always felt it was my duty as African American to stand up and be counted. My father was union, he worked down Bethlehem Steel, so I had first-hand knowledge of the union and the importance of a union and whatnot.
Some of the people hesitate about joining the union because they didn't understand what it was about. And I was explaining to them it was about respect from the hospital and about getting a decent salary and about, instead of being able to talk to each other without being threatened by the supervisor.
I was home and I was listening to the 11 o'clock news. And when they said Johns Hopkins had a union, I hollered, I screamed, I cried, I prayed, I shouted. I did everything that I could to give God the glory. And the reason being is I know if that union hadn't gotten Hopkins, I knew I wouldn't have a job.
We all got together as a group and sit down and we had a party. And it was wonderful. It was really great. And we all felt good, and we said we did what we wanted to do, and we didn't have to worry about anything anymore.
It is incredible to be able to sit down with big bosses, vice president, president, no matter who it is, that we could sit down and talk, and get things settled.
A lot of young people don't understand what the union is about. I had to explain it to them that if the union wasn't here, you wouldn't be here.
It is the union that has kept me employed, that has helped keep me employed. It really is. Because when you're a person who is outspoken and you believe in standing up, if you don't have a good union to back you, then it's no need to stand because you're going to get slapped down every time.